Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
The holding penalty negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
A give. This is Michelle. Takes this up just short of the 30, but he was able to avoid that earlier tackle. Nice move. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
On 2nd down, Michelle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. The former 2nd-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. 25 yards the pickup there, and also a 1st down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
And they'll run it here. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And he connects with Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. On the move to his left. That is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Detroit!
They're going to look to throw. Now he'll escape to his right. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 36. They'll look to throw. He's got it. This is Ware. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker.
3-19.
He'll drop to throw. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They'll get 4 there out of the screen, and it's 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll give it to Mixon. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. It's a good pickup of 7 yards, and now they're looking at 2nd and goal. They're mounting a nice drive here. Good chunk of yardage there again. O-line, they've been solid this drive.
They have that look about them right now that says, if you do anything but run the ball behind us, you're crazy. They have really moved it well on this drive, and they want to finish it off the same way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And the Bengals on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and goal. Here's Mixon. And he is in. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Bengals are in for 6. I think that's the dream start right there. The defense stands up on the opening drive, then they go right down the field and score.
It's a positive start for your offense and your defense. And when you're talking about playoff football, what a great way to get things going.
Everything is magnified and amped up a little bit more.
To put it mildly.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
They go play action here on 1st down. Looking long for Westbrook. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at 2nd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Morton. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. Gone.
They'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline, he will have the first down. Good catch. He was able to keep the feet inbounds. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a first down.
Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Looking to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. They'll set up to throw. He'll get this over to Westbrook. It's complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Two minutes remain here in the first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone. Detroit.
They'll look to throw now on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. A gain of 6 there on first.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Trying to pound it in here with Michelle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to run behind. Which are your better blockers? Find those guys and get in that direction.
Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it. He's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A great play there. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. The point after, no gimme in the snow, but it's up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And that'll bring up second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
Now back to throw. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. They'll throw now on the final play. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And his kick is, and now due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. So we're at halftime in this AFC Wildcard matchup. Returning it, Carlos Henderson.
It's the third quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Now let's go. 319. 319.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Morton.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On the handoff, it's Michel. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Morton. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, The defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down.
Gun! Detroit!
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A little antsy on the left side of the line.
Yeah, I think they got the guy in the end. I think they got the DN there on that one. And let's face it, he is so amped up, wanting to get a good get off on the snap, jump too quickly.
Following the penalty, Michel. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
He'll get it up the middle. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal. And the ball situated at the 9. Second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long third and goal.
Well, they've certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And his kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that part. I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And now running right through it. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
Back to Mixon on first down. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. There to stop him, Terrell Edmonds.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back to throw. To Mixon on the check down. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down. to throw here. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And that is incomplete.
Okay, let's decide here. He was open, right? Not extraordinarily open, but open enough that if you're an NFL quarterback, you've got to make that throw, right?
Yeah.
That's got to be completed.
9 times out of 10, that's a completed pass.
Yeah, he missed that one and missed it in a big way.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
They'll set up a throw. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught inside the 15. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Now let's go! Blue 90! Blue 90!
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals add on to their lead. Extra point safely through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They're going to look to throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Green 39! Green 39! Gun!
They'll look to throw here. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield.
Gun! Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Been a very strong performance for them really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now obviously they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one 28 yards on the ground. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
Here's a run with Mixon. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. They come out here in the eye. They get it to him running left. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find it.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step 1. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still a 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. He'll drop to throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Bills will take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning, and we'll be back.
Now let's go. Green.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Mixon trying to punch it in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal.
Now let's go.
They run for it with Mixon, and he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the Bills' goal line stand is going to get him the football back. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
All right, now lucky 56, lucky.
They begin with Michelle on the ground. And an out. Now the ball comes loose. And the Bengals grab it. So they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely.
All right, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
Here's a give to Mixon. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great play there. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. No problem there on the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Saunders, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Bengals have recovered it.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last two, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only if they manage to win the game.
And the pitch goes to Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.